Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Q&A leading up to The Walking Dead Season 7. In this one, we're going to start with me giving my thoughts on Robert Kirkman issuing an apology statement for the Season 6 finale, Last Day on Earth. So this was asked by YouTube user Emma Hughes as well as a few other people prior, so I apologize, guys, if I didn't include your name there. I know there's about 3 or 4 of you guys who asked to hear my thoughts on this one. So I definitely wanted to do it. So we've talked a lot, of course, about the Season 6 finale, spoiler warning if you're not caught up. And you guys have heard my kind of thoughts on why I think they kind of went that route, and Kirkman actually addresses it here, which is my interpretation of it, is that they most likely did it to make sure everybody's going to come back for Season 7. So what he says, Kirkman in his own words, says, this is the quote, okay, the Season 6 finale has certainly caused a fervor online. Everyone is talking about it. Some people love it, some people are indifferent, some people hate it. We weren't trying to game the audience. We weren't trying to force you to come back for Season 7. We hope you were always planning on doing that and still plan on doing that. We did want you to talk, and talk you are. The speculation, the frustration, the possibilities, the theories, honestly, in my mind, that stuff is fun. I honestly feel like that's something fun for the fans to do during the break. Was it Spencer? Could it have been Morgan? What about Carol? Did Negan kill Jesus? And then he puts in brackets that says, note, none of them were there. I'm not giving anything away here. I know people are angry over this, but that wasn't our intent. The idea was that after 6 seasons of the show, we wanted to stay on your mind and give you something to talk about. And think of it this way. A character you love and you are going to miss is dead. And we will give you a few extra months to hope, to not grieve. Is there uncertainty? Yes, but that was kind of the idea. But seriously, everyone on the Walking Dead team wanted to do something cool. We wanted to do something different, and we did it to change things up, get people excited, and keep the show on your mind. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad at least that he's kind of come out and let people know that, because I do remember online after the premiere, I mean, you guys saw my initial reaction if you watched the reaction video. I was pretty pissed when it blacked out at the end and then Talking Dead came on. I was like, oh, damn it. But we kind of knew it was going to be a cliffhanger anyway. So it's, my stance on it now, I don't really care now. The initial, I was pissed off at first for sure. But then I was like, well, we're going to see it anyway. And, you just have to wait. And I'm pretty sure it's Glenn anyway. So, but I could be. Again, I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. But to me, it seems like it's probably Glenn. So I'm not beating myself up about it or anything like that. And it doesn't upset me too much. I'm kind of, I guess you would say, indifferent at this point. But I would lean towards dislike more than. I mean, the episode was good, and I scored the episode. Some people were angry. I gave the episode a pretty good score because it's a well done episode. But people are mainly pissed off that it leaves us at a huge cliffhanger for next season to not know who's going to be killed off for a while. So yeah, it's pretty cool that he did address it, but it doesn't do too much for it. I mean, I still feel like, it makes sense for them to do that, because not that like he's saying, well, we're forcing you to come back for Season 7, which is exactly what I said in my video. I almost wonder if you see what I said. They're not forcing people, but at the same time, it's going to be good for the show, because like he says, which is the positive part, is that you're going to get the speculation, you're going to get the frustration, the possibilities, the theories, and everybody's going to talk about it, and that's going to be good for the show, which is going to keep the show going, which is what we want too. So I guess it works out for everybody, but it's a little painful at first, because it's like, oh damn it, we got to wait until October now to find out who it actually was who was killed, unless you're like me and you're okay with saying it's Glenn until proven otherwise. So, but we'll see. Also, with regards to the filming too, filming has started, of course, for The Walking Dead Season 7, but there's not much to say about it. It's all on lockdown. I guess they filmed already. It looks like the finale scene, so the actual death sequence, but it was all under such lockdown. I haven't heard anybody tell me or send me any comments or seen anything online to suggest that anybody has any info. It seems like they're kind of upping their security around Walking Dead and that, which is actually a good thing too, because sometimes I like things to get spoiled and to have some idea about what's going to happen, but that's kind of what trailers are for, and that's kind of what they do with the trailers, so that's cool too. So I'm also indifferent about spoilers. Sometimes they're okay, way. But I've had death spoiled for me since the second season. I had Dale's death spoiled for me. I had Shane's death spoiled for me. I mean, there's some in there that I didn't, like Andrea and some of the others, but a lot of them were ruined for me, online when I was doing videos and talking about it with you guys. So I'll put the link in the description. You guys can read it yourselves and kind of write your comments below and let me know what you think about this and about how are you feeling about the season 6 finale at this point. I mean, now that it's like, what is it, a month out now or so? Yeah, whatever. It's kind of, I'm not too pissed off about it, but it's definitely makes this, I think, the hardest wait for a new season aside from the season 5 premiere with Terminus, which also, if you looked at the ratings for that, were through the goddamn roof. So, I'm sure they look at all these things when they decide what to do. Q&A question. Next one's from It's Nick92. He says, "What's up, Trev? Are you hoping for Abraham to say, 'Who's Ezekiel?' As much as I am?" I love Abraham's quirky yet serious dialogue, and I think his two Who's, Deanna and Negan, are strangely amusing. Your thoughts? And I'm trying to think, like, in the comic book series off memory, if he ever, like, that. I don't remember that being a thing. Like, I don't remember that being something that he did, but I'd have to look through the pages to actually see for sure if he did say that. But it's pretty funny, and I almost think Hardwick has something to do with that, because he always does that. He always says that. He thinks it's pretty funny. So I almost think the writers may have written it in for Negan after Deanna, just because it's kind of humorous. But I really like Abraham and Eugene in the television series. I think they're much better fleshed out than they were in the comic books. They're even funnier. They're Eugene was cool in the comic books with his whole lie thing, and then we saw that translated in the TV series. We already kind of knew that from the comics, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But I just really like how they've, the actors especially, have done a great job, Michael Cudlitz and, Josh McDermott, of kind of adding some comedy to it, and I don't know, just their lines, their dialogue is so funny, the way they deliver it's so funny, and, I just find it to be really hilarious. Also, the mullet is really super cool. So like when Rick and Daryl are in the car and he comes up and he's like talking to Daryl, and Daryl's looking at him like, he's got the sweet mullet. So it's fun. Anyway, I think they're really funny, and I am looking forward to that. Actually, I'll be looking forward to it now that you mentioned it. That's for sure. Next one's from Connor Medlin, and we'll do like a couple more. Hey Trev, do you think Connor is really dead? This is a Fear of the Walking Dead question. They could have cut off his arm, and in Talking Dead in Memorandum, Connor had a quick question mark after his name. Oh, I didn't notice that because I haven't watched the Talking Deads for Fear yet. I don't know if I will, to be honest. Maybe I will, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see how the season ends up. But it's been really good, though. It's not because the show hasn't been good. But I almost think if he's killed off, that'd be too easy. So it's like, yeah, he's probably going to make it. Otherwise, they would have shown Reed like biting around the neck or something. If they wanted us to think he was dead, I think they would have gone for it 100%. And last one for this one will be from Sarah J. And she says, "Hey Trev, did you see the trailer for Robert Kirkman's Outcast? It's a new TV show that's coming out. It looks wicked cool, and you should totally check it out and do a review for it. Though the trailer doesn't really tell us what the show is going to be about, but I can only imagine it will be amazing because Robert Kirkman is a genius." So, he is. Yeah, he is a genius for sure. But I will say that I don't like absolutely everything he's made. I'm huge fans of Walking Dead. Obviously, I've got every issue. Huge fans of Invincible. Also have every issue at this point. So, I'm a huge fan of Kirkman and what he does in his work because he is a writing genius. I agree with you. But Outcast, I did a premiere for I did a review of the first issue of that. And, I don't know. It's just kind of the genre I'm not big into. I'm not big into the whole exorcism thing and that kind of deal. I might check it out anyway because I do think he's a great storyteller. But it's just not my kind of story, I guess. If some people don't like Invincible, if they tried it and are like, it's not for me, that could be because they're not into the superhero kind of genre, which, I don't know, the Marvel movies are doing pretty damn good with DC. So I think most people are nowadays. But still, there's some people that are not into reading those comics. With Outcast, I'm not a huge fan of exorcism stuff. I've seen The Exorcist, that kind of stuff. I don't know. It's not for me. That type of deal. But I might check it out anyway, and at least do a review of the premiere. Similar with Ride with Norman Reedus. At least watch the premiere and do a review, so I can at least let you guys know what I think about it. I think that's part of my responsibility of what I do here. So for sure. So because some of you guys may like it, and you might want to hear what I think about it too. So that'll be it for today's kind of a quicker one. feel free to send me some more questions, guys. If you have some, been doing some top 10s, I'm going to do some top 5s and other stuff. Got some other videos for The Walking Dead Season 7, lined up for you guys. But definitely send me any questions you have, because then I can put them into a list. And otherwise, I have to kind of include some fear questions and outcast questions and stuff like that if I don't get enough about specifically The Walking Dead. So send me what you guys got. And of course, reviews this weekend as usual. All the good stuff continuing. And thanks for your guys' support. Thanks for everything, guys. If you like this video, please thumb it up below. You can also share and favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, you can subscribe at the bottom left. That's it for this video today, guys. See you guys again real soon, probably tomorrow. As always, it's Trev. I'm saying peace. See you guys later.